All right, so if you guys have been watching my channel long enough, you know that Rosie and I have been talking about how we want to expand out and do a lot of travel, essentially RV life. Now, it's not something we're not gonna live on the road, but we are gonna take long trips cross country. And that day is quickly approaching, believe it or not. I would imagine within the next few months, we might start, well, actually within the next couple months, we might start taking our first trips. Now there'll probably be some test trips here and there until we get a little more comfortable with it and learn the ins and outs of RV life. But that doesn't stop me from looking for things that are going to make life easier when we're on the road, and that's where this comes in. This is the Allpowers R2500 portable power station. Let's go over some of what we get with the R2500. First of all, you turn it on right here. And I have 78% power right now. But let's go over this. We have 4 20 amp plug-ins. So your typical house outlet. So 4 20 amp outlets. And then we have a 20 amp quick lock, or I forget what it's called, a twist lock, even though it doesn't twist. I mean, on the construction site, we call these twist locks, but they twisted. So this is 20 amp. Most of the RVs that we're looking at are gonna be 30 amp and above. There's an adapter here to where I can go from 20 into the 30 amp plug and then run power into the RV to where I can power the refrigerator or the microwave or the lights, you know. I don't know about the air conditioner yet because I don't know what the draw on the air conditioner is, but that is something that I can use when we're boondocking. And then I don't know who still uses these 12 volt DC outputs. Reminds me of the old cigarette lighter in my mom's Ford Granada. But you do have that, and you got 2 12 volt 10 amp chargers right there, charger plugs right there. I don't know what, oh, that's just for the rubber to hit. And then over here we have 2 USB-C 100 watt plugs and 4 USB-A plugs. We got USB-A 18 watt and USB-A 12 watts. So one of the cool things is you can monitor everything on an app. You hold this down for 3 seconds after you download the app, and that allows you to link this to the app, and then you can monitor everything that's going on with your app. So whatever you have plugged in, it's going to show your input and your output. Now, I've watched a ton of reviews on this, and I have actually had this for a very long time because I did not know how to attack the video. It seems that every other review is very, very technical. They go over every single aspect of the technology that's built into this. What I don't see is a lot of people going at it from a consumer standpoint. Now, I live in Las Vegas, and it is really, really, really hot here, and sometimes the heat can be very taxing on the power grid. Not to mention we got a bunch of bozos that seem to run into transformers all the time and knock the power out in giant areas around Las Vegas. It's happened here 2 or 3 times. And I've seen and lived through a lot of the rolling power outages in California. Here's the thing, I just bought a freezer. It's in my garage. Not to mention, I have a family living in this house, and I have this other refrigerator in here and another refrigerator in the garage. So I literally have 3 refrigerators to feed a family of 5. So what happens when the power goes out and you're looking at a freezer in your garage that's completely full of meat and you have no way to keep that good because everybody in the neighborhood has already hit the 7-Eleven and bought every single bag of ice there is? So let's put it to the test. Hooking it up in the event of a power outage is actually really, really easy. This right here is my brand new freezer, which we're actually kind of proud of. And it's completely stocked full, many, many wonderful meats, and I don't want to lose them. So right now I'm showing you how easy it is to set this thing up in the garage and plug the freezer into it and keep everything in the freezer still good. Now, one of the cool things about this is you have an application that you can monitor it. I don't know the distance of the app. All I know is that I can check what's happening with the power bank, and I can see exactly how much power I'm using up and if there's anything I need to be worrying about right from the application. Being able to monitor what's happening with as far as how much power you're using is a big plus. Herein lies the issue with me doing reviews like this. I love this. I love what it's for. I love the fact that if something goes wrong and my power goes out, I'm not completely helpless. But as far as electrical technical specifications, I'm a plumber. Though there are a few technical things about it that I can say, like the input is 100 to 120 volts, 15 amp hours max. And your max output is 2,500 watts max, surge to 4,000 watts. Did I sound like a master electrician? One of the other super cool things about this battery pack is that you can add 2 expansion batteries to expand your capacity needs. Be looking into that here pretty soon. I'm gonna do another test here in a minute just to show you how it works indoors. I mean, it's gonna work indoors and out, but we're gonna fire some appliances in the house. But the most exciting part about this unit is the fact that you can pair this with their 4,000 watt solar panel. Correction, they are 400 watt solar panels, not 4,000. Before I get attacked in comments, I just wasn't thinking. That was the most exciting part about this collaboration to me, is that I can take this outside, I can unfold the solar panels, and it's so easy to use the solar panels with this. It's the most user-friendly experience I've had as far as using a product like this. You literally pull the solar panels out, you unfold them, you pull the legs out, the wiring is all there. All you have to do is plug in the plug to the back of the solar panels, run it around the side of the unit and plug it in, and then you can monitor again the display and how many watts you are grabbing from the sun. Now, it's not a very sunny day right now in Vegas while I'm doing this. As you can see, we have full monitoring capability on the app of what is actually going in to the unit just off the sun. Now, I believe off of solar panels, this will charge in 2 hours. And if you plug it into solar panels and AC power at the same time, you can charge this whole unit in 1 hour. This also supports AP power fast charging technology. On the application, you can adjust the charging power through the AC charging fast mode. And also on the app, you can control a lot of the functionality of this battery pack. There's an eco mode. You have an eco mode shutdown time, so you can set it to shut down 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 6 hours. You can also turn on and off your AC power outlets or your DC power outlets and basically monitor all the power going in and out of this, whether it be charging it or using it to keep appliances going or use appliances in your house or your cabin or in your tent or in your motorhome or wherever you think you may need this. I'm just glad to have it. So let's go plug some stuff in and see what we can do. All right, so this is our big old air fryer here, and I believe it's 15 to 1700 watts. Alex tells me he usually just turns it on when he makes hot dogs and pay no attention to the glass because kids never clean anything when they're done. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this on. There we go. So the power's on, and we're gonna turn on the air fryer once I figure out how to do such things, because I never use this. Where's the power button? Is this the power button? It's not the power button. Ha! How do you turn this thing on? No, that's not it. I thought for sure it was this. How do you turn this on? Do you turn this? No. 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 Technical error. How come I do not know how to turn on my air fryer? Who's here? How you turn on the air fryer? That's what turns it on? So maybe this doesn't work for this.
Oh, no, sorry.
This? You gotta hold it? It's not coming on. This should work. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. No, that's not right. This should come on. Maybe I gotta hold this longer. Oh, I'm so... Operator error. Here's the thing. When you plug this, when you turn this on, in order for these to work, you gotta turn this on. There you go. Now we got power.
Still not on. There we go.
There we go. 425, for 15 minutes. And let me get the app out. And we're gonna link to the app. I got the app up on my phone right now. Again, you've already seen this, but we're gonna go ahead and hold this for, once you do that, you'll see the Bluetooth come on for the app, and then it'll connect. And we are connected right there. Now, I can actually turn off the power going to this right here with this switch. I also can turn these on, and you hear it beep when you turn things on and off. And then I can go over to, this is where you adjust your charging for standard mode or fast mode. And then this is where you set it to shut off 1, 2, 4, or 6 hours. And then of course, your eco mode, just like that. So let's see what's happening right now. And it tells us exactly what our output wattage is right now, 1,647 watts. And this is 2,500 watts max. So I'm gonna let it run for a minute. And right now we got 14 minutes left. I'll turn the camera back on when we're just a few minutes in and see where we are from there. Hey, if you want to cook anything, now's the time to do it. What if, while I'm making something in said air fryer, I decide I want to have a pot of coffee? Shall we give that a shot as well? And let's see. Woo, $25.99 output. 26, $25.94. That might be too much. We might be bogging it down. It's doing it. It's got an output of $25.91. What is the app telling me right now? Our output, $25.99. It's going down. Oh, it went back up. $82.91. Our output right now, look, it dropped. So it had a draw. It had a really strong draw in the beginning, but now, after I gave it a few minutes, our output is 1634. And I guess the screen just kind of shuts off after a minute, because if I go to the app, I'm still showing only 1634 output. I'm checking right now to make sure that this is working. We just give one tap to the power button and we'll get our display back. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to hold it down. And as you can see, 1,634 output. So I don't know how that works as far as balancing, but so far I have two appliances that I happen to love very much. Look, and the coffee pot is telling me that it's brewing. That's even better, even though I just filled up a leftover pot of coffee from this morning for the video. That's drawing a whole bunch of power right there. That's a lot all by itself. So if you're gonna be doing this stuff, I would use one thing at a time. You know, I don't know, I'm not an electrician, I'm just telling you. All I know is that power goes out, I can cook food, and then when I'm done eating food, I can make a pot of coffee. Everything is working. Yep, that glass is like really, really hot. I gotta tell you too, while this is running right here, this is super, super quiet. Super quiet. You can also see how far using that many watts on an appliance is gonna bring you down. That, again, that is one of the awesome reasons to have the solar panel option with this. Or the battery expansion packs. Now, they don't give you more wattage out, they just give you a lot longer time that you can use these. So if you go to Allpowers website, you'll see that there are multiple ways that you can charge this battery pack. AC input, 1,500 watts in 1.3 hours. Solar input, 1,000 watts maximum in 2 hours. And AC plus solar input at 2,000 watts maximum in 1 hour. Now, I don't know, I'm thinking that's how long it takes to charge this. I mean, that seems awful fast if you ask me. You can actually also charge this in your car, though it doesn't say how long it takes to charge it off your 12-volt plug-in inside your car. So I would imagine that's a long road trip, but hey, why not? Especially since cars and trucks nowadays have the 12-volt plug-in in the back seat. So you can just set it back there and charge it while you're driving. Also, one of the things I love about on the website is it has a chart that shows you how long you can use everything while you have it plugged in, and seeing that I can use an 80-watt computer, my laptop, for 17 hours. That's a lot of editing when you're alone in the woods. It's actually the high performance BMS protection that protects it from high temperatures, over voltage, low voltage, discharge low temperature protection, overcurrent protection, overload protection, short circuit protection. There's a lot of protection. This is what I know. Setting all technical aspects aside, in an emergency, I have power. And with the 400-watt solar panels, as long as I have sunlight, I can charge this in 2 hours. You can not only just add 2, but you can add 3 external battery packs to this to extend the time that you can use it. This is pretty awesome. What you don't know is that I am currently filming off-grid videos using this right here. It's just with the heat in Nevada and everything that's been going on with life, I haven't been able to finish said video yet, but I am working on it. So we have those videos coming. I was super excited that Allpowers decided to partner with me on this. And I am so glad. The solar panels, I am so glad I got the solar panels. That is just like, that's like the icing on the cake right there. I think I'm more excited to have the solar panels than I am to have the battery pack. But again, Allpowers, thank you for sending me this out. I'm glad we have it. If anything ever goes wrong at home, I have power to run the refrigerator, to run the computer, to run the coffee pot, to run anything I need to run that is within the, you know, within the peak power, of course, and continue life until somebody fixes his power. Also, they were kind enough to give me a 10% off coupon to offer you guys. So if this is something you're thinking about or something you might want to have at home just in case there's an emergency, and I highly recommend that you have something like this around, so then make sure you go into the description of my video and all the links will be there for the product, for the solar panels, and the discount coupon code. It's an awesome, awesome thing to have, especially in an emergency. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Allpowers, again. I will see you guys on the next one.